My name's Mario. I'm a designer and I give Google Sheets a 4 out of 5 rating. And for more reviews, go ahead and click below. So, before Google Sheets came along, we were working a lot with Excel. The only thing with Excel was the pricing. We are always looking to be more efficient, and with efficiency comes cost. So, although we had to put up with Excel's pricing because it was the only one that could perform the functions that we wanted to, and of course the little squares, the way it works, we didn't like to be paying that price. So when Google Sheets came along, we really appreciate that it was something we can do free on Google. The bigger reasons that we chose Google Sheets, really all of them, was one, price. Hands down, it beats it because it's free. But two, the user friendliness. Excel is a powerful software, but it also has a lot to it, makes it more complex. And if you don't need that complexity, which we didn't, we chose to go with Google Sheets because it was user friendly, it was easier, and the onboarding was just quicker for all the new users. The difficulty with getting started with Google Sheets depended on whether you were already used to Excel or whether you were new to the game altogether when it comes to functions and tabulating information. So we found that those who were used to Excel took a little bit longer to get used to Google Sheets because although the majority, and it's very similar, the majority of the functions are there, um, they were used to them being in different formats, and the buttons were in different areas. Whereas those who didn't have any knowledge of Excel at all were really quick because it was laid out nicely and it was simple and it wasn't overly complicated. My recommendation for those considering Google Sheets is definitely try it, and this is why. One, it's free. And if you can get used to anything, let it be something that's free. And that way, if it works for you, you're good. The only way that you would say, well, it's not working for me, then I would try something else that is costly. Because that way, when you get into cost and you start paying out of pocket for something, you know you have to because you've already tried Google Sheets. You've already tried the free edition of something. So I recommend that for anybody making any kind of tabulations with functions, try Google Sheets because you would actually be surprised what it has in it. It does have almost all of the same functions as Excel. The only difference is when it comes to very complicated functions, which people usually don't use very often. They find that they're quite sufficient with Google Sheets.